Hello, Sprouts. My Rinty is back again for a Friday stream. It is Friday. Wait, well, it's Saturday now, but Friday-ish. It's Friday somewhere in the world. I'm going to be playing some Stellaris. I was thinking about playing Scar of the Doll, but I don't really want to talk all that much, and that game's not voiced, so it's going to be a lot of talking. And I'm going to be playing Stellaris my way. So, which means I'm cheating my ass off all the way because I'm just wanting to sit here for about an hour and a half or so and just chill. And I'm gonna be playing on my new video card. Please tell me that you're working. I'm in the middle of a campaign. Oh, there it goes. Is it not scaling properly? It's not scaling properly. There it goes. Yes, I figured out how to cheat in this game because I kept running out of influence, and looking up guides, they never really tell you how to get influence, and it's hard to get influence, and I'm just like, screw it, just drop some influence on me. I'm using a different encoder this time because it wouldn't let me use the NVIDIA encoder even though I have an NVIDIA graphics card. Oh, you gotta turn down the background volume some more. I had this set up. No, it's not set up. Okay. Alright, where was I? Mandasura Prime, which should be Mandasura Sproutia, since I kind of changed what I call my planets halfway through, because of course I did. My pile of fleets. Sectors. So what the Empire looks like. I'm currently going to be waging war against the Rufan Republican planets because they were friends of the Tyson Empire. Fancy that. So I am going to crush them out of existence. Thanks for the host, auto-host, Sarat. We can see the Holyton Covenant, which happened when I decided I was going to take over the Tyson Empire. because they took this, and I wanted that. That's mine. So. But, yeah, you can see I'm running out of energy credits, and I'm running out of influence, so I was just like... Bring Oceron. It's probably just left over from some stuff I exploded, so... You do stuff like... Give yourself 500 influence. I actually was trying to just use the cheats to balance out my system, but once you get in too deep, you get in too deep. I also want to get Polaris back, because Polaris just sounds cool. Alright, let's get started. Alright, that's over here.
Construction complete.
Hey, I'm setting up all these fortresses. Why did I choose that? Oh, that's why I choose that system. Because these only can use hyperlanes. And that's a choke point on the hyperlane. So I just dropped a fortress there. And the only way they can get through to me is through Miklor's vortex. Of which I should probably drop another fortress. So, and Ejok. So drop some more fortresses there. What was I gonna do? Well, I was waiting my time until my peace treaty with the Sazin Empire ended, so I can declare war on them again, and this time I want all your flippin' planets. Alright, those can stay there. We can go that way. Alright, and that's my... I'm invincible! Yes, I have that on because screw you. I'm just... come to this game and I put way too many people on the map, and I just, you know, I want to play it without having to worry about losing. I just want to get my feet wet just doing the things. Okay. Shethi Interplanetary and the Holy Citizen Covenant. I'll allow it for now. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna reduce Sheepleton to ashes. I'll force you to become my vassals. So they'll warp in from Olber's right straight into my fortress. Where's Toa? Toa is there. Okay.
Tile blocker cleared.
Thought I had Chi to group them up. Why'd Chi not work?
Colonization in progress. Hostile fleet engaged.
Space amoeba! I like the way they move, like little flagellum, little tentacles. It's amoeba versus plants. Yep, pause the war, gotta save. Alright, continue. What is that? That just wreckage?
Construction complete.
Pew, pew, pew.
Construction complete. Situation log updated.
Now it wants to group. Yeah, go research that. Wish I could queue up more things for them to do, like go research that and then survey the system. I'm gonna leave that one there. I don't trust the Beta Corvi. More space amoeba. More space amoeba. Speaking of amoebas, interesting fact. Going through some wizardry, looking through like the monster manuals and stuff with like all the monsters. Apparently, at one point, there was a monster called a were amoeba. I don't even know how that works. Like werewolf, were-tiger, were-bear, were-amoeba. Like, I could just, you know, normal human by day, single-celled organism at night.
Construction complete.
You're so cute.
System survey complete. Colonization in progress. Construction complete.
It's alright messing with stuff.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Can't remember what I was doing there. But build stuff there.
Situation log updated. Colonization in progress. Construction complete.
Six, six, six. More space Meebos.
The Leaders tab lets us hire, dismiss, and assign idle governors, scientists, admirals, and generals.
Congratulations, you've been promoted. Wow, I don't have any leaders, do I? They just die off and I never replace them. Efficient planet management. Yup. But they only give you like 10 leader slots. So it's like, and to get more leader slots takes time. So it's like, you know, just screw off with all that. Who's growing? That's an upgrade. Ah, yes, this world. These people have like been in like migrating out for a long time. Planetary administrative. Wait, that's my mineral silo. Alright, that one's already queued. This, by the way, the money, that's legit. If I can pull myself out of like this hole I'm in. Hey, Cryptoblood. This is Stellaris. Yes, interplanetary alien sprout conquest for intergalactic domination. The sprouts will rule the universe. Alright, all four of those are colonizing. And I was in the middle of a battle. Sweet. Nope, nothing we can do to stop them. You either vassalize or you get out of the way. But if you're a member of the Sprout Empire, you'll be well treated. If you oppose the Sprout Empire, however, I should note I am playing with cheats enabled because, well, I'm just trying to play a chill game and I just don't want to be stressed about losing. I'm also trying to learn the game, so don't really want to just sit here stressing out. But here's some like happy space amoeba. My tiny little sprout ships.
System survey complete. Colony established. Colonization in progress. Construction complete.
Oh, that looks nice. I think I've placed a military station at all the key points I need, so these people can't come over. Okay, that is a transport fleet of 86. Now all I need see if I can get through all that without getting shot. Alright, tell hell. What are you guys doing here? I need you over. Yeah. And that's where we currently are.
System survey complete. Situation log updated.
I keep forgetting about these mandates, and I somehow like make them anyways. Alright, I don't have a science ship that's free at the moment. I need this to stay here. Join those up. I need Power supplies. Are we ready to launch the invasion?
Debris analyzed.
Go. Hmm.
Colony established. Tile blocker cleared.
Bloop.
Incoming transmission.
Sure. Steal all your research and then destroy you.
Research complete.
Dominius Sproutia is kind of like a egalitarian society, but they don't really like individualism of, like, I guess they're kind of paranoid that people are gonna eat them. So they're like, you either become our vassals or we destroy you. But they're willing to keep up peaceful negotiations as long as, you know, it's beneficial to the Sprouts until they can crush their enemies. Basically, afraid of becoming salad. Everybody looks down on the tiny little sprouts. Alright. Are we ready? Save.
Diplomacy screen is where we communicate with other civilizations. Here we can declare war, form alliances, and implement trade deals with our neighbors, amongst other things.
Oh. We can't invade them for another 5 years. Oh well, I could, you know, keep building up my forces. I'll demand their vassalization. Unfortunately, this empire was made before I got the space snails, so there's no space snails in this one. But I do want to play a game with the space snails, because space snails. Alright, what do I want to do? First Spartilla is in Telhel. Second Spartilla is in Maride, whatever. Spartilla. I'm gonna be part of the third Spartilla. Well, at least they weren't that rude about it. It's a pretty straightforward answer. Instead of these, like these guys. I always have a choice response to me. Who are these guys? Oh, they're the space loths. The Spartilla physique is clearly built for manual labor. What business do you have running an interstellar civilization? Are you saying we should be your slaves? Oh, I was gonna give you a tribute, but Now, this symbol on this one, I actually haven't seen it available for the common player. So I'm curious about where they got this symbol from. Why won't you just leave us alone, Sproutian? Na 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 na. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, I don't remember these people. The hegemonic imperialists of the United Mirovandia Mandate. Wait, are they fellow vegetables? They're fellow vegetables. All hail the Dominion of Sproutia. Everybody hates us. Jasivlin Sacrosanct Foundation. I do know the Effects Klanga Union likes us. I'll give him a gift. Oh, come on! Join the Sprout Dominion. And these people just kind of like set up shop in the middle of everything. They're our subject. So we own them? Terror bombing? I didn't terror bomb anything. Here, like us. They just showed up and they're like, hey, can we have this planet? And we're like, yeah, we're not really using it. So we gave it to them. And now they're like, meh. We don't like the way you're doing things. Give us our planet back then. Actually, what did I improve? I think I improved slightly. Oh, affects Klanga Union took them as vassals. Even though we're at peace with them, if they decide to wage war on us, then be no problem.
Construction complete.
Oh. Petals of Orange has become stubborn. I really don't know too much about Warhammer 40k. Other than one of the factions in it, I think it's the Orc faction, kind of realizes they're in a game or something. Someone was telling me about that.
Construction complete.
Yeah, I was reading up on them. No doubt. It's almost like Games Workshop is kind of put in that position of, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna like... Yeah, that everybody's kind of screwed up. I have a feeling when Games Workshop made the Emporium of Man, they were like, lol, fascists. But now, you know, in the future, now it's like, well, damn, what did we do? Unless they're like, you know, her, fascism. Because I've seen like a couple of game devs double down on the shittiness. I forgot how to get to the governor's screen. Here we go. Do I want to move Bakugan or Barukan in with them? I think I'll leave it there for now. Like I said, I don't really know much about 40K. I have a few friends that play the video games, and I haven't really checked like their opinion of the games, other than last time I checked, they didn't really like the way the units were laid out, or like the selection of units, but like that whole tabletop feel in a video game. So
debris analyzed.
well, I did hear about Warhammer 40K that the lore started getting weird. Or something like that. It's like the lore went one way, or well, was it the lore or was it the gameplay? I think it was the gameplay that might have just gone, it took a swerve, and like a fork in an open source build, it's like it's forked this way, and then they just kind of kept the main gameplay, and it kind of met back up, but they got rid of like the side gameplay. I'm probably misremembering a lot of things, but Warping the Chaos Gods. Sounds like a band name. I'm Warp the Chaos Gods! God, I want to wage war on these people, but they're my friends. That would just look bad. Kinda like Dungeons and Dragons? Cause like Dungeons and Dragons 3rd edition came out, and I was like, well, is this Dungeons and Dragons or is this Advanced Dungeons and Dragons?
Construction complete.
Cause when I started playing Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition had been out forever. Well, of course, you just gotta, just explode the planet. Just, God, you just saying that made me remember, Zero Escape, the entire plot of the Zero Escape trilogy, cause it had a very much plot like kill a bunch of people just to get one person, and it's just Like, if you're gonna play Zero Escape series, if you haven't played it already, play 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, and then just be like, that's the story. It's done, it's over with. Happiness. It's, you know, everyone lives happily ever after. Don't play the second one, because if you play the second one after that, Virtue's Last Reward, you're gonna have to play Zero Time Dilemma. And, like, while 999 wasn't really well written, in my opinion, it was concise. And then it just, like, just Zero Time Dilemma was just full of so much stuff that I was just like, no, I honestly didn't finish the game and watched a friend play because I just noped out of the game. Inefficient planet management. I might want to make all of these their own sectors until I can raise my max leaders. Speech to text is fun to play with, or text to speech, which it speech to text to speech. I know I want consistency. Like I was saying with Dungeons and Dragons, is it Dungeons and Dragons 3rd edition or is it Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 3rd edition? We just took the A part away, which is like confusing because I remember there's Dungeons and Dragons, like the really old book, and then they had the Rules Cyclopedia, which I think was kind of like 2nd edition Dungeons and Dragons, AD&D. They just took the advanced away. They had 3 and then they went to 3.5 like not too long after it, which upset a lot of people. And then did they make a 4th edition? Because it's like I see people either playing 3.5 or 5. They kind of skip if there was a 4 in there. Also, I forgot to say, welcome to the stream, Vox in a Box. But I don't know, I'm gonna clutch my Advanced Dungeons and Dragons and be like, get off my lawn, I don't like all this change. I remember when you had to calculate Thaco. Or Thaco. Which I think they got rid of, didn't they? Because people just couldn't figure it out and it was confusing. Because it's like, the lower your armor class was, the better, and then you have the Thaco, and then you have to like minus the thing from the Thaco, and then you can add or subtract some stuff, and it was like a confusing mess. Which is interesting because if you're into dungeon crawlers, yeah, 5th edition. I hear some of the changes they made to the rules of 5th edition were good, but I heard the descriptions of things and like a few rule sets are complete and utter trash. Like, insulting kind of trash. Not that it just doesn't work, it's just like they don't know what the heck they're talking about. And so some of the people have said just get a document that says like
Anomaly found.
the
Tunnel blocker cleared.
like
Colony established.
like get the difference between the 4th or whatever edition and the new edition, and then just be like, do it that way. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I'm just hating all this, like, all these devs that, like, hey, I've been doing stuff for a while, and, like, Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder and stuff, they were, like, on the up and up, and then I guess White Wolf was kind of on the up and up, and now they're like, well, let's just be edgelords. And it's just like, no, you were doing so good. No, stop. Ugh, why? Which is gonna be sad when people just buy it, not reading it. I mean, of course the edgelords are probably going to buy it, but, like, you know, people that actually care about that stuff that don't really want to buy it, that, you know, they're not realizing it's in there, then it's like, oh, well, I paid money for this. Yeah. It's extraordinarily uninteresting. It's only defining features. It's lack of defining features. I'll take your word on it. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. I just couldn't remember exactly what it was, but I remember it wasn't good. And it's like... I mean, I don't really play Vampire the Masquerade anyways, but if they're gonna keep that in there, I'm probably not gonna play it at all, or I'm gonna play an older edition of it, which is exactly what they don't want me to do. Oh yeah, that guy. I've heard a back and forth on, like, did he write anything in it, or some people are saying he didn't write anything in it, and I'm just like, let's just assume he did. He also wrote one of the small Vampire the Masquerade text games that's on Steam. I forget what it's called. Don't think I know Monster Hearts, but it sounds familiar.
The government screen presents us with information regarding our empire and its government. Here,
It's almost, there's so many people out there you just gotta keep track of nowadays, and it's almost unwieldy. Ugh. I think I'm just gonna write White Wolf off for just everything and be like, no. I mean, you could probably have a platform of nice vampires don't exist based on the fact that vampires have to feed, but when you throw in that kind of politics behind your reasoning, it gets a different tone, and it's like, it's like I'm just gonna nope out of that.
Anomaly found.
Why are all these people messed
Colony
up?
established.
Why are you guys insulting me? I could crush you. It's like White Wolf is just trying to get all of the shitlords into one place. Staring at the screen, wondering why nothing's moving. Joy! Colonists massacring each other. That's always fun.
System survey complete.
Alright, what's this a picture of?
Colony established.
Come on, Water Fox, open for me. You're supposed to be better than Firefox. he could say that, and no one could play the good vampire ever again in any medium. And everyone would, you know, veto him. I mean, if you hate the vampire medium that much, why not just get out of it? Just be like, I'm gonna go create my game with like lizard people or something, and no one can be a good lizard person. That's like the major problem with it, though. So you get the people that want to use vampires and exploration of that in a kind of a, I wouldn't say positive, but just like a real thought-provoking, like, let's ask these questions and let's get them answered. Then you have like people like that of, well, don't really want to go into like the porn industry and, you know, do it that way. I want to, like, you know, make it available to people, my terrible thoughts. So I'm just gonna use vampires as a metaphor for all the terrible things I believe in.
System survey complete.
Yeah, I think I've kind of just gone past problematic straight into just fucking terrible. Just dumpster fire. Because to me, problematic to me kind of means it can be fixed. I think we've just gone past the part of just fixing. I think this is just to throw it in the garbage can and just set it on fire. Or just shoot it into the sun. Just get it off this planet, into the sun.
Construction complete. Special project complete.
It's like... That's... Not trying to think about it. Like... there's this, podcast called Bloodsucking Feminists. And they actually have one episode about the Bryonic vampire, which was kind of a good section of, like, the vampire writing media era. And I think Vampire the Masquerade, like, falls within that Bryonic vampire era. Or is it Byronic because it's Byron? Have a Riga Shard? Wow! Illithids! Militant isolationists. Oh joy. Where are you? Where? Oh, you're over there. I got 3 more years before I can declare war again. It's almost like the good people of White Wolf should, like, make their own vampire, like, their own vampire, game. Like how I think, what was it, Pathfinder took the Dungeons and Dragons game and changed it enough to make it different. Speaking of gargoyles, it'd be cool to have a gargoyles RPG game. Like the Disney Gargoyles one. Alright, it's almost 2 o'clock, so I'm probably just going to call it a game here. I've been streaming for about 2 hours now. I'll try to pick this back up on Tuesday. Maybe. If not, probably do another Friday stream. Where we crush these people. And I'm seriously gonna rename that planet. So it keeps looking like some other word from a distance. And I ain't having that. The escapists. wonder if that's a good game. So gonna save it here. Thank you, Caps Lock. And thanks everybody for joining me. Thanks